Hello, welcome to the Chat Shit Shed of the Ale and Audio podcast with your host Jimbo. And yeah, listen, hello and welcome, however you are listening to this, whether it is on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, anywhere else like that. If you are listening on there, that's great, but you won't hear all the music. So if you want to hear all the music, head over to Mixcloud where you'll hear this show, but with loads of music as well. And also, this is playing out live at 8 o'clock on a Friday morning as well, from 8 o'clock on a Friday morning to those that want to listen to it on Ale and Radio too. So you can listen to it while it plays out live. And finally, of course, you get this on YouTube as well after Sunday. Sometime Sunday afternoon, this goes on. All the unedited, extra uncut bits go on there as well on YouTube. And the extra uncut bits also go out on Ale and Radio every day across the week as well. So there we go. Let's bring in our resident Sheddies. It's Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. How are you both doing?
Hello, Jimbo. To see you. See you, nice.
It's been a while since I saw one of you, and not so long since I saw the other, which we'll get onto very shortly. But let's start off with you, Andy. How are you doing? Everything all right?
Yeah, smashing, thanks. What have we been up to? Oh, we've had 2 weeks off. It feels like an eternity, but also not a long period of time at the same time. Obviously, football's going well for everyone at time of recording. Obviously, come Friday, probably fucked up. But it's been not a lot going on. We had a bit of last time we recorded, I said we were having a pizza party. That went down quite well. With friends around. This weekend's a bit of a slow burner. So Sam was playing hockey all day Sunday, so I basically had a day chilling and watching footy. So, yeah, not a lot really going on, but enough.
Very good. Obviously, you mentioned football. We might as well mention it. At the time of recording, England play a couple of days later, don't they, on the Wednesday? So we scraped through the last two knockout games because we weren't here for the last knockout game. We scraped through them both. We've made his way to the semis. We're about to play the Netherlands. What's going to happen? We don't know. So you might be listening to this now thinking, oh, I don't want to hear about all that. We got knocked out. Or you might be thinking, we're in another European final. And it could be our turn.
It could be. I mean, the quarterfinals against Switzerland, it was the mother-in-law's birthday. So I only watched the first half. I didn't have to go through the anxiety and the angst of waiting for the penalty shootout. I just basically saw the result at the end. So I was like, I'm all right with that.
Well, yeah, there we go. It's kind of not really been entertaining, but at least we're still in it. At least we can still try and enjoy being in it at the time of recording, obviously. Dave, well, you've had a busy week, haven't you? Because you had a week off last week, and as part of that, you came to Sheffield, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a little mini meet-up, didn't we, in Sheffield, a couple of hours, wandering around the town. We literally wandered around the whole of Sheffield by the end of the day.
Well, we tried to do the central bars, which we'll get onto shortly. But yeah, we had a good laugh, didn't we? We had a good time. Managed to make the train as well. You didn't miss your train, which was the main thing.
That was the main thing. Yeah, your bigger little brother came, didn't he?
He did.
For a few jars. We ended up going to a few pubs, which we'll talk about later, I'm guessing, shall we?
We will do, yeah. What else did you get up to on your week off?
What else did I get up to? I went to Cromer. Not that bad of a hangover the next day after being with you. So, yeah, we went into Cromer, camping with some friends. Obviously took the kids with us, went on the beach, found a few little craft beer bars, cafe type places. Took decent beers with us and had a few barbecues. So, pretty chilled weekend, really. Yeah.
Very good.
So,
I want to know, really, how did the owl weekend go?
Oh, yeah, it was as bad as what I said it was going to be.
Was it close?
Managed a 1 hour and 20 stint all in one, just because I thought I can't be bothered going back and forwards. Let's do two big chunks. We decided to do it in. First 1 hour and 20. Fine. Weather were all right. Bit clouded over. That were fine. Thought we can breeze this. Half an hour break. Came back. Nearly died. Did another hour and 20 minutes. And we couldn't get... The park was that busy, right? Did anyone escort us into the park? No. Each player got two escorts escorting him into the park. Me and the other furry one, we're just getting there on his own. And then all the players came and stood near us, so we got even more crushed.
Oh.
So anyway, yeah. So I survived. I'm here. I'm in one piece.
You made it. You lost a few stone, I guess, in sweat, but you made it.
Well, my mates were on the. I said this to mates. I had to miss out on doing the Otley run. I was kind of happy I was missing out, but also a bit gutted I was missing out at the same time. But I said to him, I've probably lost the same amount in sweat today as you've all drank combined in beer. shit beer, might add. But anyway,
stuff at the top. Stuff at the top.
That's it. And the other thing I did was, you probably saw, but I got to another pub shed and home bar. Pub shed home bar.
Yeah.
This one in Rotherham, just round the corner.
Keep him away.
The Cornered Rat. Unbelievable. We've all been to some really nice, great pub sheds. This was like, again, just another take on what people do with their little space. Unbelievable. Like, everything was so authentic and like on brand. And I did ask him questions like, what happens when people bring stuff home from holidays that don't quite fit in your bar, and he's like, "Oh, we've got a little basket." Just yeah, exactly.
It's called the bin.
But that was the cornered. That was the Cornered Rat, and I'm sure I'll get it on the podcast in a future episode. But
nice.
I did put a little bit on Ale and Radio for that. So yeah, that was my week. But we're back at it now.
What were you drinking?
Oh yeah.
I noticed that. It's warm outside.
I was going to say, I think I could guess what he was drinking.
What is it?
You're drinking the Mill Hill 99 with a flake, please, or whatever it's called.
I didn't think I lifted the can, did I? Or did you see me pouring it?
I saw just an ever so slight little bit of the can.
So
can is it anyway?
I'm trying to get through the gifted things I've been given over time.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this might be another Spenno one, but I also know we've bumped into Craig Johnson a few times, haven't we? And obviously, he's a Mill Hill fan, isn't he? So yeah, it's the
Blokey for a 99.
Yeah, I like the monster.
Now, for people that don't know what the Oaky Bloke is, it's the ice cream man.
Yeah,
he's Mr. Blue. He's Blu-ray.
The icky man.
Yeah. Did you call him the Oaky man as well, Jimbo?
No, we just called him Mr. Ronxley. He's still going strong. Must be over 40 years now. He's still doing it.
Wow. Get away with it. Yeah, so I went completely. Yeah, I love it. What a tough day Monday's been. So I went with a dipper, 2 plints and Flock. Found you 8% dipper. Look at the colour of that bastard. It's absolutely amazing, this beer.
That's brilliant. It does look good. It looks really thick.
It's one of those beers that's everything it says on the tin amplified. It really is a nice beer, this. So much so that I'm wishing I'd bought 2.
Sit, bite twice and all that. Twice. Yeah. Where did you get that one from? Did it come through one of your...
I got it from Beer Emporium in Sandbach when I went there the other week.
Very nice.
I had been looking for it for a while, but it was sold out. And then I noticed Karen Dollar had got it on her shelf as a relatively new beer. So I was like, I'm going to take one of those.
And yours looks a similar colour, Dave.
Sludge.
But it's not. It is Yonder's Strawberry Foot ice cream. So another ice cream themed beer.
Very
sour
good.
Beer. So strawberry and vanilla, melted ice cream, sour. So
and how's that going down? But it's hot. We need ice creams, don't we? So
that's it. I'm just getting the juicy bits out.
Just getting the feet bit out.
So, yeah, I'm not going to do... I was going to do an update for the Euro 2024 sweepstake. I won't do a big update because, God, by the time people hear this, it could be all on its head, the other way around. But at the time of recording, Andy, your team's still in it. My team's still in it. Dave's, yours is gone. England are still in it. That's the main thing. Carl will be here now. Pub Shed, he's got Netherlands as well. And we've got France, Tonali Sports Bar, Cave 52 MPD. And who's the other team? Is that it? That'll be it, obviously, won't it? There we go. So, yeah, in it to win it and all that. But what we are going to do is we're going to have a wish you a beer. And I'm going to let Dave do it because he's, you know, I know this place. I know Sheffield.
Unfortunately, Gloria Honeybeard has she's got COVID, so she's off this week.
Does that mean Ale Winton's back?
No. He's locked up, actually. Ale Winton.
Oh, is he? Right. Okay, what's he been up to?
Inappropriate misconduct in a park with an owl.
Oh, dear. Yeah, you should be wearing your uniform.
Talking of owls, I got a little bit. I did. I was going to put it on, but whatever little owl gave me this, he's either a really, really small owl or the sizing of shirts at Sheffield Wednesday are like deep buying them off like Chinese websites.
The slim fit,
because he's obviously kindly donated me. Slim, I'm not owl, that's for sure. He kindly donated me Barney the Owl's last season's shirt, which size is double XL. And even when I put it on, it's snug. I'm not a double XL.
I've picked a bigger one this season because I was sort of having to sort it out all the way through matches and stuff. So
it's double XL boys. It is.
Well, I let Dave into a secret that what I actually do is try and get the smallest size possible that I think will fit the owl, so that when it's done with, it fits me when I want to go five-a-side.
Win-win.
Just said Barney on back, but you know, never mind. Right, it's time for Wish You a Beer. And so, I took Dave around the centre of Sheffield. We've been to Kelham Island before. We've done Neeps End before. Thought I'd concentrate on the bars Dave didn't get to previously because obviously he has to go home at a certain time. So, Dave, it's up to you. Can tell us where we went and what you thought of it. You as the guest.
Well, I'm going to I'll tell you from like the first. Right, we'll go through the first pub. So as I've posted them, I remember them. First one, Sheffield Tap, which is. So I'm led to believe just off of platform 4, I think it is, at the train station. But you can get up to it, come out of the train station, hang a left, it's there. But Sheffield Tap, what do we have in there? Double dry hopped Jaipur on tap.
Great start.
A banger of a beer, that one was.
The only way,
and then stop number 2.
There, right?
Now, I was talking about this pub earlier, actually. Is it Sheffield's oldest pub?
No, Shakespeare's isn't. The oldest pub is across the road from the train station, and it's called Queen Victoria or something like that. I think Queen's Head. Sorry.
What did you say about this pub? Wasn't there something about this?
It's won quite a few times the pub of the year in various different, including I think it may have won one of the first, or maybe came runner up in the the Pints of Sheffield's Boozer of the Year, Battle of the Boozers. It always finishes in the top couple with that as well.
Well, there we go. So it's won a few competitions, but yeah, the Shakespeare's. What do we have in there? Your local Cryo Heathens.
Oh yeah, from Abbeydale.
From Abbeydale Brewery, we had the one in there, didn't we? Cheeky little beer. And then we went to the Old Shoe, where we. What did you say? It used to be an old cobbler's?
It used to be an old shoe shop. I don't know what the shop was called itself. It was just an old shoe shop. I don't know if it was like a shoe zone or I don't know.
It was probably called like
locker.
It was probably called the Old Leather Shop, and it was a leather shop before. And before it was like that, it was the Old Stone Shop, and it sold stones. And then before that, it was like the Old Bronze Shop. Yeah, the Old Bronze Shop.
The old Pulse and Cocktails.
Yeah, we went into the Old Shoe, and in there, what did we have, Jimbo?
We had that London Nitro. Is that what it was called?
London Black.
London Black. That's it. Yeah.
By Hans Bacinovde, which was quite nice. I quite like that. And then, Jimbo, you had something that Dunny recommended to you, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I had a Missing Link beer. I think it was called Lima. I think it was called something like that. I don't know if you've obviously had.
No, I didn't have that one. I don't think I had that one.
But yeah, you'd said you'd had the box, didn't you? Or you'd shared a box
No,
with someone.
my best mate, he'd had the box from Brewis when we went round. He'd got like them all lined up in the fridge, but there's all different beers going on, and we were just like sharing them out. So we were just like, grab one of them, have one of them, different ones. And I think the dipper was like chimpanzee or something it was called, that was really good.
Yeah. I think this one I had with a dipper. I think, and yeah, but it was.
I think
really
I think
nice.
I did see that in his fridge. The name, because obviously they're all different ones. So,
and then I had Shiny Brewery's stout called Reese, which is basically a Reese's Pieces stout. I think your brother had that one as well, didn't he, Jimbo? So that's actually really nice. And then after there, we went to the Head of Steam.
Yeah.
Which we were saying how many taps they've got on with all different beers, sours, and German lager, pilsners, and all sorts of stuff. I know they've got quite a lot going on.
It's cool because it's like an island bar, isn't it? So it's like a bar where you can walk all the way around it.
Like a 360 bar, isn't it?
Yeah.
That does help when you're struggling to pick what you want.
You then forget to go around the other side.
Yeah. It's not like you have to kind of walk up and down.
What they should do is they should put it on like a revolving floor, like them old nightclubs, and then you don't have to move the bar just goes past you like a sushi bar.
And then we went to the Foresters.
Yes,
which you said had the best pint of Guinness in Sheffield.
Well, I think one of. I'm obviously not very experienced with drinking pints of Guinness, but I do like it there, and I like the style. And it's just a nice newish sort of place as well.
Light box of Guinness where they pour it so far and put it on top, leave it to settle on the light box, and then top it up. So yeah, that was good. And then we went to Vocation. I can't remember what I had in Vocation. I don't know what to say, doppelganger or something like that. Big one. And then we went to Industry Tap. Went to Industry Tap, little craft beer bar there, which was the guy was actually quite pleasant in there and let me take a day a glass. So I'll big up on them for letting me have a glass. And then we went to Triple Point for some food, which I also robbed a glass from, but I didn't ask them for it. I just took it.
Did you get yourself a London black glass?
Yeah, it was a bit of a hassle getting hold of that glass, wasn't it, Dave?
Was there an incident around that piece of glassware?
Right, so we had a half of London Black when we were in the old show, and then I said to them, if I give you a tip, or can I just have a glass if I can buy one off you? And he went, yeah, just chuck me £1, like in the tip jar, and I'll give you a glass. Obviously, me being me, I don't carry cash. So Jimbo was like, I've got a £5. So they kindly broke a £5 for me. He only wanted £1. And then he gave me a half pint glass, which I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, oh, is that it? Like just a half pint glass, really you want a pint. So I just thought, well, I'll take it. I've got something now, finally got one. And then on the way home, I opened my bag in the car to show my brother what glasses I've got. And there it was, with a great big crack in it and a piece missing out of the afternoon of day glass. Needless to say, as soon as I got home, it got lobbed straight in the bin, and that was that. Well, so I owned one for the best part of about 3 hours.
And all the faffing.
Maybe one day, Dave. Maybe one day the elusive glassware will make its way home.
If anybody has a Hans Day glass or goes to a pub, literally offer them like a £5 to buy it, and I will reimburse you and the postage and a beer and send it to you, man, because I am desperate. Even the fact that our friends Craig and Laura, Abby and Andros have been to London on Sunday, went to Hans Day bar at 6:10 on Sunday night, and the bar had shut. It was shutting at 6:30, and they were unable to get me a glass. So I've even got people out there going to London just to get me a glass now.
Yeah, just paying the train fare and everything just to get glassware.
What I should have done is ordered a pint and then just stole it. I was being too honest, if I'm honest.
So which other glass did you borrow on long-term lease?
Wait, the one
You got given a
that
day one.
the one that I was allowed to have was my nice new Data glass.
Oh, that's a nice glass.
That's a nice glass. And the other one that I've just borrowed and I'm never going to take back is a triple point pint glass.
Hey, that's one of the new ones as well, I think. That's
Hey,
nice.
quick,
Yeah, very nice. I've not got one of them.
Yeah. So yeah, so
I
did have three glasses.
Did you get a vocation glass as well?
No, I didn't steal one of them. I tried.
The opportunity. I needed a new one because mine smashed, and the opportunity didn't arise, did it? Which
No,
was a bit frustrating. But yeah,
it's because they got their eyes on you now. That's why.
That's it. Yeah. So anyway, did you have a favorite bar out of the ones we visited? Which were your favorite?
I quite liked Industry Tap, just because I think the guy behind the bar was really cool, and obviously it gave me a glass, but it was just like the variety of beers, and I really liked the Old Chew as well. And I did like Vocation. I thought Vocation was a bit more like very modern and very like just crisp white walls, and it was just nice little bits of artwork. And I thought, this is not how I expected it. I thought, like most tap rooms you go to, it's very like there's a pallet on the floor as a table, and you sit on a barrel type thing.
Chipboard walls and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought Vocation was. But no.
It's quite a posh place in a sense, isn't it? Like posher than you think it might be, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, it was nice, don't get me wrong. But the things that we're used to when we go to these tap rooms are like, you say, basically like being in a pub shed.
Yeah. There we go. Well, yeah, nice. Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed your time in Sheffield. That was Wish You a Beer with Dave. So, welcome to the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz with your host Jimbo and your contestants Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester, Andy of the Dunning in Stoke. Yes, the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz. So, hope you've been revising. We've got some quiz questions for you, some relating to topical news things to do with beer, and also some to do with, well, other bits. We've got a couple of like extra games and stuff like that too. No new games. We're bringing back a new game that we played last week, though. The other week.
I'm still wondering what's in Jan's loft.
Bear with me a second. I know, I've not had a chance. It's fine. Once you sort it.
We're going to set up a GoFundMe page to buy.
Yeah, it's okay if your head's like a parallelogram.
Right, quiz time. Okay, your first question. It's a buzzer question. Buzzers at the ready. Yours is working, Dave. That's good. So here's your buzzer question then. Which brand of squash pop have Carlsberg announced they've taken over this week? Taken over. Andy.
Robinson's.
Robinson's is correct. Yes. So yeah, you saw that in the news then, I'm guessing.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually Britvic, and Britvic's like the globe, the auction one, but I only knew Robinson's, yeah. Basically what they're doing is they're trying to get Carlsberg, they're trying to get it into Wimbledon.
Oh.
That's what they're trying to do. Because obviously they have Robinson's barley juice, don't they? They love that stuff at Wimbledon when there's tennis on. It's like, give me another drink. Get me another one.
I have a confession to make. Okay.
Do we need the music?
Do we need the monks? I think we might do, actually. I think it's worth the monks. Sorry. I have a confession to make. I'm very sorry I have sinned, but there is a good reason for it. I have got 2 cans of Carlsberg Pilsner in my fridge, and I can see them looking at me right now. I'm very sorry. Reason behind this being, I've been hosting the football matches. People have been bringing me beers, and I'm trying to get rid of the old ones people have given me that I don't drink and have tucked away, and they've got warm. And they're in there ready for someone else to drink. No one touched them.
You feel better now? You got that off your chest?
Yeah.
I think we should make him drink one, Dave.
I'm not that thirsty.
So, Dave's just going chops round a sausage, so don't worry about it.
Somebody might really enjoy that. Yeah, what's this?
Dave's eating Jaipur sausages.
Is that a thing? I can't have it, obviously, but a Jaipur snack.
It's all right. There's no pig in it.
Is it not?
It's got parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, pork, made to pair with a Jaipur. I don't think it's made with it. It's just made. No, I'm having it with a sour.
Oh. An ice cream sour and a spicy sausage. That is a combo.
Yeah.
That is. I'm not sure of pints and snacks. There we go.
Chris and pints. Yeah, send it to him.
I'm not sure that's a combo. Spicy sausage and ice cream beer.
So
I've got another pack, so I feel like I've got to buy some Jaipur now for it.
Brilliant.
Next question is this one. Why was the landlord of the Mitre pub in London, Chris French, in the news this week? It's one of these reasons. Either he entered into the election race so that his pub name and address was on the ballot paper as an advertisement. Or is it because of the England penalty chaos? Midway through the penalty shootout, he knocked over the pub's giant projector screen, and by the time he got it back up, the penalty shootout was over. Or is it C, F1 free drinks promo? He did a promotion offering a free pint if Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix, or a free vodka Red Bull if Max Verstappen won. One of those things is why he was in the news.
Now, the Mitre pub is on my list to go to in London. It's a proper old pub down a back street, and I don't think it's very big. So I think the big projector screen going off would be quite a good one in that little pub. But because you don't know it's really there, the election one's quite a good one as well. I'm not sure the free drinks promo for the British Grand Prix would cause a bit of a hoo-ha.
It's quite a unique thing to do, and you've got two opportunities to win there, haven't you, as well? Obviously, It was Lewis Hamilton who won, so if it was that one, he'd been giving away free pints rather than Red Bull. Pints of Red Bull, imagine that.
With it being an election week, I'm going to go with the election one for me.
Okay, sensible choice, Dave.
I might just go for different about the projector screen.
The projector screen one.
Yeah, why not?
Imagine the scramble, though. If it was the projector screen going down. Imagine that. So I remember a few years ago.
James Corden paused his live show to watch the penalty shootout.
He did, yeah. And I remember a few years ago in a pub near us, they were doing it. They were putting the first time they'd ever done it, putting a projector screen out on the front, and it ended up causing havoc because the police ended up telling them to stop doing it because it was distracting drivers driving past and seeing the match on and stuff like that, and all these people flooded out on the street. But anyway, the last time they tried to do it, they was trying to mount the projector on the roof of this pub, and everyone was there gathered, ready and waiting, wanting a good spot to stand and watch the football on this big screen, and he dropped it. It just smashed everywhere, and then everybody kind of like looked at himself and started like shuffling off, like trying to get to the nearest pub, like awkwardly going, who's going to get to the pub first? Oh, it was brilliant. Never happened again since then.
My cousin went to what was the one? There's the big place in Sheffield that's got the big screen on. It's a bit like the Box Park thing, isn't it?
Devonshire Green, yeah.
Yeah, he went there because he lives in Rotherham now, so he went there. He said he had a trip round Sheffield on the beer. He sent me a picture, and it looked like his mates were drinking water, and he'd got a pint, which is quite funny. But it was cider. But he said the place was amazing, like with all the. I've yet to experience one of them, like them fan zone type places, like the box pot one at Wembley sort of started it, didn't it? And then there's quite a lot now. There's one in Manchester now, the Depot, isn't there, where they put the big games on. It'd be good if they did that offer that we were on about the other week, where when you lost your pint, you got a free one, because you see them clips where the penalties go in and there's just beer everywhere, isn't there?
I can honestly say that's not anything I'd want to voluntarily do. Throw my pint, even if England score. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah. So who got the right answer? Now Andy went for the election one, where this pub entered the election in order to have their name on the ballot paper to promote the pub. Dave's going for the one where the projector fell down and the landlord knocked the projector down in the middle of the penalty shootout. And no one's going for the free drinks promo. Has anybody got it right? Somebody has got it right. So it's definitely not the free drinks F1 promo. Well done to Andy. Well done.
No way.
He entered the election race so that his pub name and address was on the ballot paper. And apparently he had to spend so much to do that. I don't know how much it was to enter the election or whatever, but at the same time, he's ended up with a lot of visitors now, because people in the area decided to go visit him, because it was funny that his name was on the ballot paper. So he's had loads of visitors since people just wanting to come and visit the pub because of that. Yeah, I think he got about 300 votes. Maybe, which is quite happy with that, I think. So there we go.
I mean, we didn't win, did we?
No.
4-day working week and a free pint on the Friday.
Exactly, and the £88.40 back from underserving each year that you've got to spend on booze.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, we didn't win. We'll try again next time. You know, this was just a step in the right direction. You know, we might win. We might win a stool.
We might even do leaflets next time.
Yeah, we could win it rather than win a seat. We might win a stool, like a bar stool.
Yeah, just plonk us up the corner. We'll be fine. Just one seat in the House of Commons. I'd send Dave though.
Can I just be excused for uno momento, please?
Is it football time?
No, I've just had a bit of a SOS text message.
Okay.
Daycare. Stop it recording.
I thought it were a Fuss Club text message.
Oh no, right. that's now earlier Fuss Club is. They knew that Dave was such a big Fuss Club addict at 7 o'clock, and it was very distracting from recording, that they moved it to 5 p.m. instead.
Oh, I'm glad they got my messages.
Yeah. It's about time somebody did. Just got in there. Dave's just gone in, and there's like World War III going off. I mean, you've had to go fetch the ball back from the neighbours.
Oh, honestly. But exactly, the one's a year older, so they're both similar age. So they're
in the same
whenever
school.
Whenever they both think whenever but the one's in junior school, they'll be at the same school again next year. It's really nice because obviously that they get to play with each other. But whenever they both in garden, it's like, can I go round? Can we come round? Like
what you want to do is, you see that those people that put like where the fence is, and they like split it so it drops down like a table, so the kids can go between underneath, and you've got a bar top between.
It's ideal.
Win-win.
Yeah. I was saving actually just pass.
Dave's gone. Your little Gareth Southgate. Obviously, he had 100 games and he's made it thus far. Who's next? Gareth's gone at the end of this tournament.
Has he said that, or is it just he's good?
Has
he said that?
I think Gareth's gone at the end of this tournament, win or lose.
Yeah, because
who's next?
He did say, didn't he? This is pretty much his last one.
Who's next is England manager? I'm going with Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe would be a great selection.
Eddie Howe.
Would he leave Newcastle United? Who knows?
Yes.
I don't think he'd have that long left at Newcastle anyway. Even if he stayed on, I think they'd get rid of him soon enough anyway. But
who knows?
Potter's the other one, isn't he?
Graham. Yep.
Yeah.
Like quick reminder.
Is he all right? Is everything all right?
Looks like it. Back.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Dave's getting enough beer.
Right.
What we got now, Dave?
Oh, he's on
Guinness.
Guinness. He's on Guinness. Right, here we go. Your next question. Multiple choice again. Which supermarket has angered pubs with its TV advertisements encouraging Euro 2024 fans to stay in with a meal deal to watch the football? It's either Tesco's, Co-op, or Marks and Spencer's. Which of those supermarkets have been doing that? And
They've actually advertised to people to stay in. Brilliant.
in their adverts, they've basically been saying, "Yeah, stay in with a meal deal." Don't, yeah, in a sense. And pubs have got really cross about it.
Go first on this one.
I think I've heard the advert, and it says the meal deal is like 2 pizzas and 4 bottles of Budweiser or something daft like that. I mean, what a shit way to spend an evening. You know what I mean? Like the pizzas, yeah, but 4 bottles of Budweiser between a whole game, you and your mate. You know, mate, we've got a 4-pack of Budweiser.
Back for another pizza.
That's all you're allowed.
Don't go enjoying yourself.
Yeah. Drink responsibly and all that.
Yeah, you'll have your pizza and then you'll have your Budweiser and you'll be gassed up to shit. Don't get enjoying yourself.
But I'm sure what I've heard is that advert and it says stay in to watch yours, and that was Co-op.
Okay. Andy?
Sounds like a Co-op thing to do, doesn't it?
You going for that?
Yeah, I'm going to go Co-op too.
Let's have a look. Well done. Both right. Co-op. Well done, Dave. You've done your own work with that one. By just watching
He's obviously been raging at that advert when it's come on.
Oh, that's what I thought. I was listening. It was when we were driving the van, when we were driving to Cromer, and I had the radio on. I was like, "What a shit meal deal that is! Like 2 pizzas and a 4-pack of Budweiser. I'd rather lick piss off a nettle."
And next week,
I'd rather shit in my hands and clap.
And next week here on the Ale and Audio podcast, we are going to be doing some licking piss off nettles. And the campaign for pubs responded with a little advert of their own. Don't buy beer for the England game from the Co-op. Enjoy it at the pub. And There's been a lot of responses to that.
I'm gonna tell you now. I've watched all my games at home.
Yeah,
because I've got this really. I was telling the guy at work, I have this really weird superstition when it comes to England. If I start watching a game in a certain way, like for example, sitting in front of your TV at home, and we progress through the tournament, I have to stay doing that same thing, because if I don't, we've been caught out so many times, get carried away, stay at home, watch the first ones, and you're like, oh, I'll go out, watch the next one. Backfires, done it all the time.
As well.
Backfires all the time. So this time, I'm staying with what I know. It's like going out the other night. I didn't watch the game because I knew I've watched the first half at home as I've watched every other game. I'm not even bothered about the result now until I get home. I didn't even know what the score was until I got back.
My mate's exactly the same, and he's been coming here, and he even sits in exactly the same spot as well. So even if it's, because obviously the other matches have been on an evening.
I know we could be out at this point and talking. I know that. I don't mind if we're the worst team in the fucking tournament. If we win it, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Or the flip side of me is there's a lot of England fans, their own demeanour and attitude don't deserve to win it.
True.
That's my own opinion. There's a lot of England fans where you're just you're a bit entitled. You're just
true.
Just hold the fort.
They're pushing the luck a little bit, though.
Yeah.
But my mate, he will sit in the same place. And bearing in mind, the first few games were in the evening and it were a bit cooler, so we were watching it in here, and that's fine. But the game of the day, 5 o'clock, it were pretty decent weather. He still sat in here. Everyone were outside. He still sat in here.
On Sunday, my mum and dad came round, and I'm like, I can't sit in my own seat now in the living room, where I've been sitting for these games. So when we finally got to extra time, me and my dad are in here. He's pacing up and down. He can't sit down because he's got a bad knee. Can't sit still, chomping at the telly. I'm just leaning against here, thinking I need to be sitting in the house, not sitting out here. Anyway, as the extra time kicked off, I was in the house. and he's out here. And I said to Ned, literally, as I walked through the door and sat down, the ball came back and Harry Kane put the header in, and I said, it worked.
I was in the toilet for the Bellingham goal. And I was only in there out of anger.
At least you haven't paid all that money to go to Germany to leave and miss it.
Oh, yeah, because they wouldn't even let him back in, would they, some people?
No,
It sounded it, yeah. Deserved him, yeah. Right, next question.
Next.
What has a man in Florida been using to open his beers with that's seen him go viral? Either a potato, his ear, or an alligator. So a man in Florida has been using one of these things to open his beer, and it's made him go viral. A potato, his ear, or an alligator. Andy, it's you first.
Seen people open bottles of beer with the teeth. An ear would be a decent one, wouldn't it? I'm not sure you can get an alligator to stay still unless you've got it stuffed. You know, like this.
Yeah.
I might go with the ear.
Using his ear.
I've not seen anything to do with this at all. So wherever you pulled this news story from, I've no idea.
So yeah, how has this man been opening his beers? With a potato, his ear, or an alligator?
I would use a potato.
Dave, what you reckon?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna say alligator.
You're gonna go out. I thought you said you were gonna say you're gonna try it yourself.
What?
If he finds alligator in Quorn, then he might try it.
No,
it's not working.
So Dave is saying. Dave's saying alligator. Andy's saying ear.
Ear.
Has anybody got it right? Somebody's got it right. It's definitely not potato. Well done to Dave. There he is, opening his beer with a alligator.
And nobody's seen him since, ladies and gentlemen.
There is a video you can go and watch of that if you really want to. I don't suggest anyone does it at home. I'm not sure an alligator would want to open your beer for it. It's probably not fair. You know, unless you're not going to give the alligator the beer after, you know.
And your arm.
Yeah. So there we go. Who won the quiz? What was the score there?
I got 3. Dave got 2.
I got 2.
Okay. Well, there's always a chance to pick up points, and we've got other little things, such as
loads of games to go.
Yeah. What's that pub shed sound? We still don't know. This has rolled on for a few weeks now, so it's gonna roll on for one more week. Hopefully, someone will get it right pretty quickly because this has been a toughie. So this is the latest clip that's been playing on Alan Radio this past week. So listen to this. This is extra clues from Spenno. You're going to hear the sound 3 times, and you're going to get about 3 different clues as well. So listen to this, see what you think.
So this week's pub shed sound clue. I'm actually outside in the Spencer Arms beer garden because this pub shed sound lives outside and it is waterproof. So it lives outside and it is waterproof. He makes me laugh. So just to add to that clue, if anybody is saying that it's not a pub shed sound because it's actually in the garden, it's a pub garden sound, it isn't. Because this pub shed sound is attached to the pub shed. And a third clue, if this pub shed sound was human, it would probably be called He-Man. What's this pub shed sound?
I still have no idea. Any ideas, you two? In fact, we'll keep it rolling because this time we'll keep it not in the uncut bit because this time we need help. What you reckon?
Can crusher.
See, I've said that. I've put that to Spenno. It's not a can crusher, and we've had it before as well.
Why would you call it He-Man?
Oh, no, that's Lino.
The He-Man makes sense for a can crusher because it's like
By the power of Grayskull.
it's obviously something that's doing something strong, isn't it? He-Man. I've definitely guessed can crusher. He says not a can crusher.
I'm going to drive to Spenno's house and tell him what for, I think.
You could just go and have a
bury
look.
him under his next shed project.
He's causing some havoc, isn't he? He's really bugging people with this. To me, it just sounds like a staple gun or something, but then it wouldn't. It's not really a pub shed sound. It's not attached to the shed, is it? Oh, is it? Could it be some sort? Could it be some sort of like something you pin up, like some sort of like veranda thing or something? You know, you like plug it in and pin it up. But I don't know.
Stage strong, don't it?
Well, there we go. A few more clues for people, but we're still no close. I think we'll just have to get the right answer next week, whether anyone gets it or not.
I bet it'll be fucking Henry Hoover again.
It's got to be something to do with Henry, hasn't it? Anyway, anything you want to talk about for Uncut? Have you had any interesting sources this week?
No,
is there any?
No,
you're all same here.
Have you managed 50
talking of condiments?
Oh, here we go.
Talking of condiments and barbecuing, don't know. For a birthday present of mine, I was gifted like a little selection box of sauces and like steak rubs and that kind of stuff. So now I'm fucking condimented out of my head.
World's your lobster now.
Very
That's
good.
That's the big news. Dave's birthday, wasn't it? This last week.
Of course, yeah. His birthday.
Yeah, big Dave's birthday.
Another year older, Dave.
Another lap around the sun, Dave. You look worse.
You know it. Big 3 and 5.
Brimful of Asher, slightly 35.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got a Carolina Reaper hot sauce.
Have you? Next week's show, Dave will be trying a Carolina Reaper live.
Licking it off a nettle.
He'll be dipping his pepperoni in it.
Yeah.
It'll bring tear to your olive wood. That's it.
Did you get anything else pub shed or beer related for your birthday?
Not really. I got some beers. That's about it, really.
Fuss Club voucher?
No, just done Fuss Club.
What? Unbelievable.
What I did one big stash of 65 quid earlier.
Early. Did you do the same as me, Dave? Where you think, I'll just have a stash this week and get it next time, and then I spent 54 quid.
Yeah, six cans of stew.
It's going to be delivered tomorrow, so watch this space. There'll be a boxing at some point.
I do have a bit of something for Uncut. So we've been speaking about the submachine, and it's obviously gone, or will be going. I have got rid of it. It's gone. Oh, it's not gone. It's in the car, ready to be gone. I know I'm not going to use it again, and I don't know what else to do with it. So, what have I done with the space, you may ask? Oh. What have I done with the space? Let's see if the camera will allow me to... All right, here we go.
Filled it full of junk.
Yeah, basically, I've made I never had a spirits shelf sort of thing, and a little area for remotes. Oh, by the way, there's a Carlsberg. It needs stock in the fridge. I ain't restocked since the big thingy, but yeah.
How was that good?
There's something else there as well.
You've not got much beer in that fridge.
Because it's been emptied, I've hidden all my proper beer because it's been the Euros and I've not removed it yet. That's all in the house. But can you see there's something else there next to the collection of spirits? There's something else.
Coffee machine.
I've put a coffee machine in here.
He's got he's basically got a cafe bar now.
That's it. Modern
Cafe bar.
I know work in here. I work in here, so I need to get myself some new pods though. I've not had any pods for a while, so I'm gonna get myself sorted, get some pods.
Get yourself sorted.
Yeah.
In other news, have you bolted your bar down?
No, not yet. And I've gone back to wobbly bar experience because I did put some. I had the Pints 365 working at the weekend.
Oh yeah.
So I've gone back to wobbly bar experience now. Yeah. That's it. But
I think I'll get one at some point. A Pints 365. I think it'll be all right on here.
They are fun. They're like just proper. You know, I mean, obviously the perfect draft stuff. I ain't got one, but I know that they're brilliant. I've used them before, my friends, but a Pints 365 pump is proper pub. It's brilliant. It's fun. Good fun to use. And I'm still looking for that. You know, we'll get onto that when we do Martin Brewis very shortly. In fact, we're doing that now. Let's do some Martin Brewis, shall we? Here we go.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
We've just had, just as that's been coming on, a breaking news Martin Brewis deal for us.
Have you got a banner you could rip across the feed?
I've got breaking news for you. Apparently David Cameron resigns. There you go. That's BBC News for you.
David Cameron's resigned? What, from retirement? Unbelievable, Jeff.
That's not news.
Cammy's now at Portman Road and gone, has he, Jeff?
It's like Sam Allardyce resigning.
I don't know why I signed up for breaking news on BBC.
But the actual
Every time breaking news goes off, me and Sam look at each other and go, what's Boris Johnson done now?
Or who's dead?
Well,
who's dead? Chuck his phone book.
That's one thing we forgot to mention, isn't it? The fact that this is the first Ale and Audio podcast ever under
the fucking Tories.
That deserves a round of applause. Of course, what remains
a mariachi band walking down the street of number 10. That's what it means.
What remains to be seen is obviously how this government will support our much-needed industry that needs support. So we'll watch and wait on that. But yeah, they seem to got cracking.
The podcast industry, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, the breaking news actually though is Dave. You've been looking for an ice machine, haven't you? We discussed this last Wednesday. So Morrisman Pub Shed's got in touch to say they've got one at the minute on the Aldi special buys. And it's 16. Did you hear that noise then? Did you not hear that?
That's Aldi opening the door.
It's my little one kicking the ball against the shed. So I'll be having a word with her in a second.
What?
Yeah, she's outside kicking ball against shed. Anyway, it's all starting now, Dave. When they get to 7, honestly, it's just a different world. Anyway, Ice cube making machine in Aldi, $69.99. Looks pretty decent one as well. So worth having a look at. That was sent in to me by the Morrisman Pub Shed.
But just keep an eye out because Amazon Prime Day is coming up.
Of course, yeah.
Next week. So I'm holding out, I think, on Amazon Prime Day for that.
I should have bought. They had an air conditioning unit in Aldi for dirt cheap for 15 quid. Tiny little thing. I should have bought that for the shed. You fill it with water.
Yeah.
Like 25 quid. Should have bought it.
I think they might have got some in Asda at the minute. Yeah. They've got some of those things in. I wanted one of them, because the radio thing running all the time. But I was worried about the vapor and the electrics. I'm not sure. I need to double check.
Been vaping in there.
Well, it's a bit It's a bit. It makes you sort of a bit
condensation.
misty. Water.
Turn your smoke machine off.
So anyway, that was a breaking Martin Brewis one for those that are looking for ice machines.
When's that coming out?
It's out now, apparently. I've got a photo of it on the shelf now at Aldi. So go have a look. But like I said,
Crazy.
Sunday special buy must have been the Sunday special buy magazine.
But-
That means our local Aldi won't have it because they're at the door like this Sunday morning. Give me them damn special buys.
like Dave said though, you might be able to get an even better deal than that if you do wait for Prime Day. So definitely one worth thinking about. Now, this is one that I've took the advantage of doing. I mentioned this to Dave when we went on our little Sheffield trip. The Wednesday Pale Ale for all Wednesday fans out there, and obviously everyone's a Wednesday fan these days, especially after the Great Escape and all that of the last 2 seasons. So you can get 12 bottles, 330ml bottles of the Pale Wednesday beer by Thornbridge. It's dropped down to 18 quid from 22 at the minute, but even better than that, you can get 2 cases of it for 30 quid. So you can get 24 beers for 30 quid. Now, little stipulation thing with that is that you need to spend 40 with Thornbridge to get free delivery. So what you could do is buy 4 cases for 60. So that's like 48 beers for 60 quid. It works out about £1.25 a bottle. Or if you do know someone who's in Beer Club, which I did in the Thornbridge Beer Club, they get delivery free. Ask them to order it for you. There you go. What a steal if you're a Wednesday fan. But everyone's a Wednesday fan. It's good beer. Go and get it.
Tuesday's beers next week.
So that's that one. Another one on this was sent to me by Jan at the Box Nouns. So Williams Bros Brewing Co., who are based in Scotland, they put loads of their beers in for the Scottish Beer Awards, and they got loads of the beers they put forward actually got entered into the awards. So for the whole of July, they're doing 10% off those nominated beers with the code SBA24. Jan told me about that one. If you want to try a new brewery, it's a good time to try these. You get 10% off. Who knows? You might even get a bit more off with their newsletter, like you often do as well. We mention
the
that all
ones
the
that
time.
have been in like Aldi now and again have been okay, to be fair. So
Yeah,
I've never gone direct to Williams Brothers. So give them a will.
Never tried one myself either, but yeah. Something that's ongoing, and I think it'll still be ongoing. I think even after Friday, or on Friday as this comes out. Euro sale. It's obviously you've got your perfect draft kegs. You can get like some good deals on them at the minute. It says pints from £1.49. Tenants is on. I can see Tenants on there, Dave.
Tenants, Dave. I know you stole some kegs from the other week. If everybody didn't see in the news, somebody got done for trying to steal kegs, perfect draft kegs of Tenants from a local shop. I did think it was Dave. I did check in. But unluckily, it was not Dave.
Balaclava on.
Yeah, so he's locked up.
This is one that Spenno alerted me to. And obviously, don't forget the deals have just swapped out because it's early July now. So each month, your Asda and supermarket, Tesco's, all that kind of stuff switches around, and you get new, club card ones and stuff. That all changes a little bit. But one thing that Spenno told me about is the Budvar. I don't think I've ever had it, but Spenno,
You must have had it at some point.
You must have had it.
It must have been a long time ago.
It's actually really good, that Bud Bar.
Yeah, and you can get it for £1.60. I know you can get it in the big kegs, but I've never bought it because I won't put that through the pint 665. But the Budvar, the big 500ml bottles, £1.60. That's cheaper than that you can get it from Lidl and stuff like that. And then you can get 12 bottles for 12 quid as well. 12 smaller bottles, 330ml bottles for 12 quid, so £1 a bottle. And that's Tesco. So I might
put them big bottles through your physics machine. Push.
Yeah, exactly.
My only criticism about bottles is in my fridge they don't stack.
Yeah,
you can't put a bottle in studged up. So I tend to not buy bottles just because of that reason, because it pisses me off. Same as Guinness Nitro Surge cans don't stand up in my fridge. I have to lay them down. Are you not supposed to lay them down?
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's where my cool box
comes in. I have
in
to do a frantic reordering of my shelves to make space for the 500ml cans, because there seems to be a lot of breweries at the minute that are making 500ml cans, like going the extra one up. So.
Yeah. And that's another reason my fridge is bare, because I've had to take everything out to lay bottles down. Because as I said to Dave, another deal that I spotted, Aaron's Food We're back on Aaron's food.
Hang on.
He missed it off his. He
Hang
missed it off
on.
his thing.
When we went through Sheffield the other day, you actually visited Aaron's Foods, didn't you, Dave?
We went past one.
Luckily, I had to like hold him back.
Did
We
you?
were
I'm
walking
not
past. He's like, "Just let me in, let me in."
79.
Oh, they're like, oh, they're like a dog with a lead. Come on, you dickhead. We're not going there now. Come on, let's say up.
Was he like that?
So
Yeah.
Heron's Foods, as well as the
I
440.
thought you'd fallen out with them.
They've been a bit better again, marginally better again recently. Mainly because they've got the 440ml cans, the big cans of Camden Pale in for £1 each. So they're great fridge fillers. And they'd not got any. I was looking for a basic lager or something for people coming round. Well, I wanted something a bit, smarter than that. I didn't buy the Carlsberg, that was brought. But I did find Brooklyn Pilsner, the Brooklyn Pilsner for 79p a bottle. I've actually had one of them, and actually really good. I think you'd said you'd had one of them before, Dave. It's all right. It's a decent, easy.
I buy
filler.
There's a bit of it down here. I buy quite a lot of it from Tesco's.
Yeah, it's good one. Dave bought that with us when we went camping, didn't you, Dave? Bought a shed load of that stuff. It's actually pretty decent. It's the first time I had it. And luckily, when I went to Tesco's last time, there was a lady there going, "Have you ever sampled Brooklyn Lager? Would you like to have a taste?" "Oh, no, I've never tried that before." "Go on, I'll have some of that."
But that's not a bad offer. That's £8 for 10 for 40ml cans. So 10 44ml cans, £8 on the club card price. So again, it's a good fridge filler. And when people say, "Oh, I'll just have a lager or something," you're like, "Look at this little bad boy." So yeah, like I say,
it's something that not everyone has into. It's not a standard. So when people come round and they just want something basic, it's a nice one to give to people. And yeah, I like it. It's good football beer as well, and it's better than that Brooklyn's better than the old one that they used to. The one I had before I never used to like. It was a green one.
Well, that's a Pilsner, and that lager was like a proper dark, like American lager. And they like heavy beer.
This is like a really light, crisp. Like they've kind of realised the market, I think, with this one.
Yeah.
Like I said, the first time I tried it, Dave went, "Have you want one of these?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll give it a go." Didn't last very long. I mean, we did have like a couple of 9.5%ers before we had it. Wet the whistle.
That's it. The very last Martin Brewis I want to bring up is this, because I've been on the lookout for something like this, and I don't think it's anything new, but it is on offer, and I'm still on the fence about whether to actually get something like this. I'm not sure.
Is it a gimp suit?
It's the how do you say? Is it Karsten or something like that? I can't read it because it's a bit blurred. But it's a beer dispenser.
Beer dispenser.
It says I think it's made by like Karsten. Klarstein, that's it.
Same make as my fridge, that is.
Yeah. So this is a 5-litre mini keg dispenser. Takes any mini keg, apparently. Any mini keg, it says. But it is one that you still do have to use the CO2 gas canisters with. But it looks really smart. And the other thing is, it's down to £184, which is 30% off. I think that's the price after the discount. Which says summer sale.
1,200 plus units sold of that. Must be a good one.
Well, I'd be tempted to try it, but I do need to watch some more reviews. But because I would love a really good mini keg dispenser. One that comes.
Hang on a minute. Yeah. Is that £184 before discount?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to work out.
It's got a code to add at checkout there, so I guess
I think that would be after, like before you discount.
So we're talking.
So you're talking. 140
quid, aren't you?
£129.
That could be that's cheaper than the about the same price as the physics now, which have gone up again, by the way. Now the physics are back up again, so
that'll be free delivery. That's free delivery as well, I think. Yeah, free delivery. Could
be worth trying. So if there's anyone out there who wants to get it before me and do a review, so I don't waste money on it, let us know.
You can get it in different colours.
Oh, can you now?
It says antique. It says black, antique, gold, metallic. There must be different options on that drop down.
Go well any of that. I'm definitely going to read some reviews after this and see if it's actually any good. I think it's getting the canisters that can be the difficult thing, though, isn't it? So you don't want to
Amazon.
yeah.
You
Right.
just buy a load of what?
Get anything off Amazon these days.
Just buy
Right.
a handful of them.
Dave's on his phone now. Search Amazon CO2 mini canisters, Dave. I bet you get them in a boatload.
I'm on Amazon because I was looking at the physics machines. CO2 cartridges.
Yeah.
Is it just the little canisters?
Little torpedo ones.
Well, about this big, about half a cock's length.
Well, it's my full one, but half yours probably, yeah.
Yeah, you can buy a pack of them, pack of 6 for 13 quid.
Bargain.
I'm gonna have to watch some reviews and see if it actually
Anything
works.
these days on Amazon.
There we go. Right, you ready? Because he's back.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
Dale. So it's Sheddie Mercury time. So, Sheddie Mercury then. I think you both were successful last time we played this because he rickrolled us, didn't he, with his Never Gonna Give You Up.
Mugged us
So,
off, didn't he? For Glastonbury. Did everybody enjoy Glastonbury, by the way?
I've not got me all the way through it yet. I've watched
I bet you watched Dua Lipa, though, didn't you?
I did watch Dua Lipa.
I know she's on the list.
She's very, very
she's a good
talented. She's a
Yeah,
great
she is
singer.
very talented.
She is
yes,
very
yeah.
talented. I'm
She's
serious.
very, very talented, yes.
She has a lovely pair of eyes.
Yes. Great legs. I thought there were some really good performances at Glastonbury, considering I wasn't really bothered about the lineup. Tell you who shouldn't be invited back to Glastonbury, in my own opinion, is Cyndi Lauper. She needs help. She needs professional help. Bless her.
She's older now.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one yet.
She just wants to have fun. That's all she wants to do.
Yeah.
I did watch Avril Lavigne, and obviously the 16-year-old
There's
me.
uproar about that, Dave. Uproar.
Why?
Because he can only have 35,000 people in front of that stage, and there was that many people that turned up to watch Avril Lavigne. They had to turn people away. They should have put her on the pyramid stage. They were saying
should have been.
Yeah.
It's not the only person it happened to. It happened to a couple of people, but.
No, there's a very good acts on. I've not watched Kasabian yet. I've not watched Coldplay yet, but I've seen Keen.
Coldplay was really good.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
to be fair, I'm a big Coldplay fan. I like their music, so.
Yeah, I'm still working my way through. The Euros has been a bit. It's kind of like stopped you from properly watching all of them at once and stuff. So
I still like the iPlayers, like this spread of the different things. There was I missed the Sugar Babes though, Dave. You'll be gutted to hear. You're a big fan of female pop groups. But no.
Was Sheddie Mercury there?
No, he was actually in a tent with Shed Sheeran. Shed Sheeran's been released.
They don't talk about the tent.
They were like comparing mushrooms that they were having.
It's like Gavin and Stacey, Bryn and the guys' camping trip. They don't talk about it.
No.
So Sheddie Mercury, then what is he singing? Have a listen to this. It's there's no particular theme. It could be anything. So have a listen. What is Sheddie Mercury singing? There you go. That was it once. So I'll play it one more time. What's Sheddie Mercury singing? There we go. Any ideas, or is it being rolled over? I got it on the at the end of the first listen when I got it sent earlier on.
Not a clue.
No idea. No idea
Nope.
from Monday. It rolls
No
over.
idea.
What was Sheddie Mercury singing? Let us know. Write in the Mixcloud chat below the stream. That's fine. Or just send us a little message. Let us know who you think he was taking off. What song was he singing and all that. Okay, then. Here we go. It's his next game. And it's this one. Hold on. It's...
Oh, please wait. Aye.
Hey, it's been a few weeks since we did... Right, where have I put it?
Quick, put my PowerPoint on.
Hold on. Ah, I found it. Here we go. It's the weakest drink again. So now this works. We've got about 5 or 6 drinks, I think it is, and you've just got to work your way through them, getting rid of the weakest one each time. Okay? So,
Pardon me?
here are your drinks you've got to choose from, and this is Euro themed. So these are some of the people who have been left in the competition at time of recording, but also we've got Alex Stevens beer on there as well, because he's obviously the one who's drinking all the beers and doing the knockout thing and all that. And then we've got Patriot Lockdown Bar's German beer, because that's who was hosting. Okay, but we've got the other semi-finalists in there as well. So let's go through these beers.
What's Patriot got?
Alex Stevens beer, first of all, is drinking Beretta Brewing Co.'s Claim to Fame, a hazy IPA. Andros Beerself is drinking the Neon Raptor Liquid Football New England Pale, because he had England. Abby and Andros had England in the sweepstake. Alex Stevens' beer had Romania. That's why he had that Beretta Brewing beer. K52 MPD's got France. He's got Le Goudale Beer Blonde. Andy, you're on there because you had the Basqueland Brewing Deep Dive Imperial Pastry Stout. Patriot Lockdown Bar, who's had Germany in the sweepstake. Obviously, they're out now, but they're the hosts. So he's had their Perlenbacher Patronus wheat beer. No looking, no Googling. And you've got Carl at Beer here now, Pub Shed. Orange Boom Lager, because myself and Carl, we've got the Netherlands. Orange Boom's a classic. So you've got to basically eliminate all those beers in the order of the weakest first. Which is the weakest drink?
I think I know that Liquid Football is like 4% or 4.2%.
It's a pale ale, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm going to say that a hazy IPA is probably about 5-ish, or it's only that Orange Boom that I could probably think is lower than what Liquid Football. I know yours is in pastry stout. It's going to be probably the strongest one.
It's 10%, that is.
So, I'd go either between Orange Boom or Liquid Football.
Orange Boom. Is Orange Boom imported?
Look at the picture. It says imported on the box.
I know, but I'm just saying, is the imported one like a stronger version of Orange Boom? It's a lager, isn't it? So it can't be. I'm going to say the pale ales between, like, what did you think it was, Dave? Andros' beer?
It's 4.2. I had it yesterday.
4.2 to 4.5. I don't think you'd have a lager in that. Let's go with Orange Boom. Weakest link.
You go Orange Boom, weakest link. Okay, so here we go. The first beer they've gone for is the Orange Boom, weakest drink.
Oh.
That's it.
No.
It's 4.2.
It is 4.4. The Andros Beerself is Neon Raptor Liquid Football New England Pale. Yeah, it is 4.42%. No one plays that formation anymore.
Did you see on my I posted on before the Switzerland game. I posted a state that said, "Play the system, boys. Play the system." That's a nod to the 442.
Well, there we go. So you've got the first one wrong, unfortunately. Andros's was the weakest out of them there. So what next? What are you thinking? You was thinking the
Orange
Orange Boom, weren't you? You still thinking the same? Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's got to be down there. It's a lager, isn't it?
Okay, let's take a look. They're going for Orange Boom next. And you are correct. Yes, it was Orange Boom. That is 5% Orange
5%
Boom.
strong for lager, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So what's left then? We've got Alex Stevens Beer, Beretta Brewing Co. Claim to Fame, Hazy IPA. That's a Romania beer. K52 MPD's Lagudale Beer Blonde. It's French. Andy's Deep Dive Imperial Pastry Stout from Baskeland Brewing. And Patriot Lockdown Bars, Perlenbacher Patronus Wheat Beer.
I think it's a tough one between the wheat beer and the blonde. Maybe the blonde takes it.
I think the Goodale Beer Blonde is a little bit stronger than that. So
Okay.
I think that's around the 6% mark. That
What do you
Goodale
think
Beer Blonde.
The hazy
Yes,
IPA is probably going to be about 5.5.
I was going to say these are a bit closer than last time, aren't they? I think.
Yeah. I'd say a hazy IPA, you can look at between 5.5 and 6, aren't you? Depending where they're from.
Patronus wheat beer. Wheat beer can be anything, though, can't it? It can be. I'm going to say the wheat beer.
Yeah, let's go wheat beer.
Okay, they're both going for the wheat beer then. Let's have a look. Correct, 5.5%. Yeah, good going. You managed to work that out between you. So that means there's 3 beers left. You sound all pretty confident that obviously Andy's is the strongest, with it being the Imperial.
I think the hazy IPA is the next one.
You reckon so?
Yeah.
Both going with that?
Probably just a little bit more, like 5.8 or something.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
6%, you're right. Alex Stevens Beer, Beretta Brewing Co. Claim to Fame, Hazy IPA, 6%, which means I'm pretty sure you can get this one, can't you?
Yep. It's going for the Lagudale.
Let's have a look. You are correct. Lagudale Beer Blonde is 7.2%. Excellent. And obviously that means Andy's up there, 10.5% is Andy's Imperial Stout that he had from Bass Brewing Deep Dive, the Spanish one. There we go. Well, you started off bad, but then you kind of did well and finished all.
It was actually a tough one because you think I was thinking lagers can't be upwards 5%, but obviously imported Orange Boom blows your brains out.
There we go.
You do think a lager's between 4.5 and 4 and 4.5% though, don't you? So
exactly, yeah. There we go. You worked out the weakest drink. Well done. Congratulations. Okay. Here we go then. Not done this for a bit of time now, the masked drinker. So just to remind everyone how it works, we've got a celebrity drinking 3 different beers. Those beers act as clues to guess who that particular celebrity is, the masked drinker. You don't know who it is, but the beers will help you work it out. You've got 2 guesses in total, but 3 clues. So how early you guess it in the clue getting process is how many points you get. So simple as that, really. Who wants to go first? Andy, you can decide. I think you won the first quiz, didn't you?
Go on, I'll go first.
You're going first. Okay, so here we go then. It's time to play the masked drinker. And the first beer for Andy then, that this celebrity is drinking, is More Complicated Than Your Girlfriend, a stout, 8%, the Flying Dutchman Nomad Brewing Company. I'm guessing they could, well, they might not be, but I'm guessing they could be Dutch, but maybe not actually.
Dave might know who this is.
Mm.
I'll get another clue though.
You're going to get another clue. Okay, your second clue then, Andy, is Punk Pop Nostalgia, DDH New England Pale, 5.3%, Shiny Brewery at Little Eaton. We both had that one, haven't we, Dave? I did it the other day.
Oh, yes.
Great beer.
Is it Avril Lavigne? By chance?
You sure? You've got two guesses. You
I'm
sure?
going with the first one.
You're going for it? Okay. Take it off. Take it off. It's Avril Lavigne. Well done. Congratulations. There we go. But you wish you had that one, didn't you, Dave? But you'd have got it after clue number one. Is that right?
Dave was on the 3
Yeah,
points of that.
you had 2 clues on that one, on that first one.
It was the same beer, though.
I know.
Very good. So Dave would have got that and got 3 points, but that weren't your celebrity.
That has been the first time that I've ever got one on question number 1. Clue 1.
So well done, though. You've got yourself 2 points there. So can Dave do better with his celebrity? Okay, so here we go then. Playing the Mass Drinker, game 2. Your first beer clue, Dave, is this one. Over and Out, NEPA, 5.9% from Roosters Brew Co. in Harrogate. Over and Out. You've got 2 guesses, remember. If you want to use one of them early, it's up to you.
No, go on. Next one.
Okay. Next one, then. What are you thinking?
I've got a name.
You got a name, okay. There's a couple of different things this could be, though, and I don't think it's not the one you're thinking, though. And
I'm sure, though.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next clue then, Dave. Love Juice, NEPA, 5.8%. Love Lady Brewing Company.
Oh, changed my mind.
I think I know what you were thinking. But yeah, Love Juice, NEPA, 5. Fancy a pint of Love Juice?
Wouldn't you just?
Not again.
Anything standing out to you there, Dave?
Not really, no.
I've got him. I've got him. Clue, Dave.
You want your last clue, Dave?
Yeah, go on then.
Last clue is this one. Wimbledon, 4.5% golden ale from Bradfield Brewery.
Oh, it's fucking... That silly... Is it the tennis player? Is it... Oh, I fucking forgot his name now. The one that's retiring at the end of this.
Can you not get his name?
I want to say Tim Henman.
Go back a few years.
Yeah. I can't... Oh, Andy Murray.
Hey! Take it off. Take it off. Andy Murray. There we go. Andy Murray.
I was going with Rishi Sunak first.
Yeah, I thought that'd throw you. Yeah, when it were over and out, yeah. But there we go, Andy Murray. Yeah, he's been forced to retire pretty much. Well, he wanted to carry on the doubles, didn't he? But then Emma...
Yeah, Wimbledon have said they don't want any Scottish people in anymore.
So I couldn't find a strawberries and cream beer. I thought there'd be one of them somewhere, but I couldn't find one from looking. But anyway, so there we go.
There'll be a towel somewhere.
Yeah. Andy, you did well there. You got yourself 2 points. Dave, you would have smashed it though if you'd have gone first. But what your choice? There we go. Okay then.
Basically, what you've done, we both chose. Dunny chose the wrong one that you wanted to do, really, didn't you?
That's pretty much it, isn't it? That's what happened.
Yeah. Spoiled that game there, didn't you, Dunny?
Yeah.
Right, it's time for Pub Shed of the Week, Home Bar of the Week. Dave found this one, and I thought, yeah, we'll use this one straight away. We've got a few lined up, thanks to the Cleveland Arms sending loads through as well. But they did get back to me. So this bar is Guinness_bar_Kushties. And it says in their bio, Kushties Guinness Bar, Draft Guinness Home Bar, inspired by Only Fools and Horses, obviously hence Kushties. So yeah, and I've got a bit of information for you. So yeah, obviously it is based... it's a nod to the greatest TV show of all time, they say. Only Fools and Horses. They're based on the Isle of Man, and the name is obviously a famous nod to sort of red panda called, or apparently a nod to a red panda called Kush, who often escaped the island's wildlife park, but obviously also works with the Only Fools and Horses Kushti sort of catchphrase thing as well at the same time. So I didn't know that. That's a yeah. So they had a famous red panda who used to escape the wildlife park a lot. So there we go. The bar was fully established and up and running in the summer of 2023. The original idea, like many other home bars, originated during COVID. After purchasing the perfect draft, his good friend Stefan set him off and built the base. But after one thing and another, it got delayed until he got a great price on a log cabin last summer, which was delivered in pieces about an hour before Michael Dunlop and others came hurtling past the house at 150 miles an hour. So is that like a race? Is that like a bike race? Will that be the Tour? I don't know.
The Isle of Man TT, isn't it?
Is that what it? What's that? Sorry, Dave.
The Isle of Man TT.
Oh right, yeah, of course, yeah. Sorry, I'm not very good on
that.
The
big famous motorbike race they have around the streets, and Guy Martin nearly killed himself.
A lot of people killed themselves on that race.
Yeah. Very dangerous race. PC plods out.
He says he wanted the bar just to enjoy with friends and to experience. He says he wanted a bar just to enjoy the experience with friends, the pub feeling at home when the world seemed to stand still during lockdowns. The landlord then names Ben and the wife's Laura, landlady Laura. Their daughter Edith pulls the odd pint as well for him. He says he's a huge fan of Dublin and the Victorian style pubs and the excellent Guinness that they have there. And he first went 20 years ago, and minus some COVID years, has been going every year since. Favorite part of the bar for him is having to be the Guinness that he's got on draft, which is set up there. So yeah, he's got his Guinness set up on draft, and he does love his many Guinness signs that he's got, including his wooden retro tap box, which is nearly finished. We were talking about this earlier, weren't we, Dave?
Obviously I saw the account and I was like, obviously drawn to it because of Guinness. Kind of hoping that he wouldn't live too far away, so I could go around for a pint of famous important Guinness. Yeah, that is the Guinness light box that you told me about. And fully enough, it's all I keep seeing on Instagram at the minute. I keep seeing loads of pictures of them. But yeah, he's made his own, which is quite cool.
It's good. You have to get your tools out, Dave, and get cracking. Make yourself one.
You don't tell me to get my tool out, will you?
You saw one of these in Foresters, though. They had one in Foresters, didn't they, on the front of their bar as well?
It did look quite cool, and I thought, like, obviously, if you could make one out of perspex instead of wood, you could then put some LED lights inside of it and actually use it as like a little light, because we don't like to have the big light on in there. It gets a bit annoying. We just like to have a few small ones. So maybe I'll try and find one. I do not know. If somebody wants to make me one, then send it my way.
Maybe you could do a trade-off for a big chalkboard that you've got.
Oh yeah, Martin, actually, I don't know if I want to get rid of that. I like the big black cock, the short cock.
So I asked about Pub Shed pets. Oscar's their dog who enjoys the pub and pub snacks that they've got to offer. He's partial to the Black Country, where he's originally from. So Black Country scratching. There we go. That's a Black. I've never had a Black Country scratching. Have you? That's Birmingham way, ain't it?
Black Country.
Yeah. Shout out to the pub's most regular, which is Ed the neighbour, who's always there to lend a hand. He has his work due there as well with colleagues and so on, friends and so on. Steve, one of his colleagues, comes round. It's great getting the boys over, he says, from the UK for a good catch up as well. So Gaz was the first to come over, and Luke is over in September. So a couple of people coming over as well to experience the bar. He's a few signs short of fully filling the internal wall space, but the next thing is to extend the decking and get an outdoor kitchen and pizza oven area. You can highly recommend that, can't you, Andy?
Correct.
There we go. I've got loads of additional. Yeah, I've got loads of additional pictures as well. I didn't have time to get them on the stream. I'll put a few up for people. So you've seen some already, but that's the bar inside. It looks brilliant. There's not much space in there, is there, to get much else on the wall? They've proper made most of it. I love the Only Fools and Horses cushions they've got as well. Your name's on one of those cushions as well, Dave. I don't know if you can spot that.
All right, Dave.
All right, Dave.
All right, Dave.
What are you doing round here, Trig? Well, Dal said he'd give me a lift.
I also love the back.
You live closer to the pub than we do.
I also love the back of the Reliant Robin that they've got in there as well. It's even got like the bloke dolls in the back on the wall. Looks brilliant. Really like that. I've also got this. They sent me. I'll hold it up to the camera because I didn't manage to get it on the thing in time. But can you see that they've got the Del Boys coats on in that picture as well, which is brilliant.
They aren't wearing them today.
Oh no, too warm for that now. But yeah, absolutely brilliant looking place. Got some really nice pictures. Keep an eye on their Instagram because they've sent me some really great pictures. It'd be good if everyone else could see these as well. So hopefully they'll get them up as well. But yeah, just final shout out.
I like it. He's even got a chandelier in there from the famous scene.
I just going to mention this. Steve, Lee, Scott, and Paul are all of the workmates that he wants to mention. So Steve, Lee, Scott, and Paul are all the ones that go around and have work dues in the pub shed as well. So there we go. What were you saying that there about the Only Fools
chandelier?
Oh, they've got the chandelier. Brilliant. Yeah.
All he's missing is the drop hatch in his bar he can fall through.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I wonder if there's got any plans to
That's
put that.
That's the only reason why I made that, but then I fell through it.
Oh, sorry, Andy. I took. There he is.
Plate cool, Trig. Plate cool.
You know what? Funny enough, I've been in a bar in Liverpool called the Only Fools and Horses Bar, and it's got that set up. Yeah, it's brilliant, and it's got the bedroom thing in there. You know, like the house.
I love Only Fools and Horses. There's two things that make me laugh out loud, and that's the sketch where I mentioned before, where Trigger comes round. It's one of the later ones, and he sits down. He says, "What are you doing here, Trig?" He says, "Dal offered me a lift to the pub." He says, "Well, you live closer to the pub than we do. In fact, you've had to walk past the pub to get here." It's absolutely amazing. And then the second one is obviously the people laugh about the bar and the chandelier, but there's a bit where Rodney and Mickey Pearce are starting a they want to start a timeshare. And he says, "How much?" Grandad says, "How much have you got?" And he says, "I've got 200 quid. He says, "What's he buying? A Wendy house?" It's one of the funniest lines in comedy that you'll ever see. And what turns out is it was improvised by the great Leonard Pearce, who plays Grandad. It's absolutely brilliant.
It's really good. Love it. And it's not something I've seen for a while. Like I've watched them.
Everybody
all.
watches it on Dave 24/7, don't they?
That's it. I need to get.
The problem is when you play it, so it's like Sam watches Friends. Like she doesn't watch it so much now because it's on all the time. I think by putting it on all the time, people just go, "I can't be bothered to watch it." Do you know what I mean? Like Only Fools and Horses is on pretty much 24/7, isn't it? On Dave's channel.
You can always go and find a bar abroad where you can find it on as well, can't you?
Yeah.
It's just constantly playing. But people don't really watch telly like that much anymore, do they? They kind of go on demand with everything now. And that's kind of been lost a little bit, where you're just flicking through channels and you always stop at Only Fools and Horses, don't you? Because you can't not. But yeah, massive shout out to Landlord Ben and Landlady Laura for that and all the information they sent us. So just once again, give them a follow. That's Guinness_bar_Cushties. Give them a follow. Welcome to the Pub Shed community. We love your bar. And yeah, everyone send them a message. Let them know you heard them here on Ale and Audio and throughout the rest of the week as well on Ale and Radio, our 24/7 streaming radio station. There we go. So, what are we both up to the week? Let's just start by saying we hope, or should I say that or not? We hope,
we pray
that we are watching England in the Euros final
on a Sunday night.
On Sunday night, not Saturday night.
Ridiculous. But would you watch it if we're not in it, or would you have face on still?
I will still watch it, bro. I'd probably cheer for the Netherlands at that point.
well, if you're Spain are in it, you probably want to be cheering for them.
I mean, they have been good, haven't they, Spain? Stuff on.
Because they're your sweepstake team, so you can wear your Spain shirt as well.
I'm definitely wearing it on Tuesday night anyway.
Yeah, there we go. So there's obviously that, and hopefully, by the time next time we record, we could be Euro champions. We could be, but probably not. Is what's most likely. But other than that, have you got plans this weekend?
It's I'd say niece, but it's not niece because I'm that guy who's known as Uncle Andrew, even though I'm not my uncle, but
Uncle
my best friend's little girl. Yeah, Uncle Knobhead with his cream slip-ons. My best mate's little girl's second birthday. We're having a bit of a barbecue. Hopefully the weather will be decent on Sunday. So we're going over there for a bit. Saturday, I honestly don't know what's going on, to be honest, Saturday. So maybe Friday night, have a few scoops in the bar because I had a bit of a light one this last weekend. Me and Dave are in the planning for Dick and Ed's return. It won't be July, but it may be close. It'll be closer than it is further away, let's say. But it definitely won't be July. But we've got to get irons in the fire and sort it out. So watch this space.
Excellent. Yourself, Dave?
Well, Saturday night is a rare opportunity where me and H are both going out to my cousin's 30th birthday party, and we're not taking Ava with us. We've got a babysitter, so we'll take full advantage of that.
Does that mean you're going out?
I think I might be going out.
Hey! I don't know where my button is for it, though. That's a shame.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, yeah, you're going to go exploring, see what we can find?
No, we're just going to local rugby club at Parter. No, yeah, my cousin's 30th birthday party. He's got it at the rugby club that I think he plays rugby for, I think. So yeah, we're going over there.
If anybody's in the Mount Sorrel area tomorrow night, obviously Friday, Saturday, if you fancy a night out, rugby club, do one. Free buffet.
Yeah.
Buffet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then Sunday I've got a bit of gardening work to do. And then obviously, football. But yeah, we might have a bit of a jar in the bar on Friday night, maybe, once Ava's asleep or something like that. Yeah. So
very good.
Quite
enjoy. So I'll just be open and praying for football, but other than that, there's nothing else for me. But I do have a little bit of an update. I kind of forgot to mention this. So we had Jane from the British Beer Day that she set up and all that the other week on the show. She's a broadcaster, writer, and all that kind of thing. I forgot to mention this.
Absolute legend. Yeah,
she's brilliant. She recommended that I apply for the British Beer Guild for writers and broadcasters now, because it'd be a good thing to to put the podcast in there and maybe the radio stuff for awards and all that kind of thing. So I applied.
You drink Carlsberg, so
I applied. I don't drink it. It's just in the fridge. I applied, and this little sod, this little scamp, got in.
They'll let anybody in these days, Dave. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Anyway, it's true. Do you drink Carlsberg? Yeah. Come on in.
I'm taking the quality down in the British Beer Guild.
His first review is where you can get a 79p can of Camden Ales from.
Hey, it's £1 now for a 440ml can.
That's it.
I haven't posted about it yet because I'm waiting for all the confirmation-y stuff.
Legislation.
But that means we can kind of put the podcast in front of some posh people.
Does that mean me and Dave are in front of posh people?
Yeah, that's it. And
are you sure about that?
We could go to the awards.
Talking to posh people, you need to get on you need to get on the Schooner Club. If you've not seen him, if you've not seen the Schooner guy on Instagram, go and follow him. He's a top who loves the schooner and he rates them heavily. It is actually quite entertaining. Get him on. He's really really good.
Is he worth having a chat with for the show then?
He's worth having a chat with, definitely.
Right. Well, we'll get that sorted out. But there we go. So I hope everybody has really nice weekends. And obviously there's just one little thing left to do. So what number are we going for, Andy?
Uno Moro Uno.
Number 1.
Dave shit. Dave shit. Dave shit. Beer fact of the week.
Hold on a second. I've not got prepared for this at all. I'm trying to find the schooner bloke.
Schooner scorer, he is.
Yeah, I just saw that you sent.
I've just shared the profile with you guys.
Yeah, thank you for that. Anyway, apparently, somewhere across overseas, I don't know where, a brewer who started off, obviously, brewing his first beer, dropped a screwdriver into his first brew by mistake. And ever since then, he now drops it in every beer he brews.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.